Welcome back, everybody. It's me, Nick Denoli, the creator of Moussacre, and also, you like my shirt? Got it as a gift. I'd say it's fitting for the video. Now, it's been a while since the last devlog video, about 4 months I want to say, and since then we got a lot of pretty decent looking projects related to Mickey Mouse and Steamboat Willie. Most of them stay pretty true to the source material, they play it safe, but there's nothing wrong with that. Now, there is a lot that you can do with a cute cartoony mouse in an equally cute and cartoony world.
One of my favorites is Oswald and Mickey Untold Capers, created by Xander Develops. This game makes use of Oswald, who people surprisingly forget is also in the public domain. Even I'm gonna use him. Anyway, Untold Capers also goes the route of a 2D platformer and keeps the classic black and white aesthetic. It's not bad, and the developer is very receptive to feedback. I even gave him some ideas myself. Check it out. Now here's another one of my favorites. Not because it's good, but because of the colossal balls these people have to make something like this. Rubber Hose Rampage by Revi Studios is an absolute abomination. Slap together stolen assets, horrific visuals, stiff gameplay, and just pure jank all around. The game didn't even release on Steam because Valve probably saw this shit and went, we are not risking copyright lawsuits over this. The cherry on top is this batshit insane Terminator plot. AI chatbots take over the world and send two machines that look like cartoon mice back in time to 1928 to stop Steamboat Willie, who's the leader of the resistance that wants to stop the AI chatbots? Whatever floats your steamboat, I guess. Anyway, the game's on the Microsoft Store. I figure Microsoft will just buy out whoever threatens them with a lawsuit.
Anyway, back to Moussacre. I just want to say that I'm astonished by all the positive things all of you've said about Moussacre on social media, on my Discord server, or just online in general. All of this fan art, the fan music, all the feedback that I received on how to make the game better, it genuinely gave me this drive to create a second demo on top of the one you've already played. Now I'm going to show you how it was made. Also, remember this fucking thing right here? Yeah, I made an unwelcome guest appearance last video, wouldn't shut the fuck up, but now I put a new battery in it, so eat shit, bitch.
It all begins here. A spring, a vine, and some glitchy baby mice. The goal for this second demo was to make a new level and implement new mechanics. Right off the bat, I wanted some forms of quick upward movement, so I added springs that launch you upward upon touching them. Also, since I was making a forest-themed level, vines made a great fit. You grab them and they pull you upward until they reach the end of their path, or whenever you decide to let go. For those who are about to say vines fit more in jungles and not forests, stop it. Don't think about it. The baby mice you see on the right are harmless critters with a special gimmick, or rather, they'll have that special gimmick soon. As it is now, they're incomplete and buggy, as evident by this disgusting display. This is fun to watch. Now, this isn't an ordinary forest. There's a story here. This is Iron Woods, a forest that's been attacked by a machine threat, the Saw Drones. Their goal is to commit total deforestation. Now desperate for survival, the wildlife within the forest reformed their home into a military base to fight back against these machines. That's why you'll see these saws everywhere. Where the drones themselves? Hang tight, we'll get there. Enough with the small stuff, let's go bigger. I wanted to have short sequences where you're flying the plane from the plane crazy short. I originally planned to have one of these sequences playable in demo too, but plans changed, so you'll have to wait until the full game releases. Or, you know, edit the game's file? Wink wink. It's strange seeing two mousetraps in the same view, but it's even stranger seeing this plane airborne, but not moving forward. It can only go up and down right now, and it looks terrible. Fixed! Instead of separate drawings for moving up and down, I just decided to tilt the sprite. Shame, because it took me a while to draw those other sprites, meaning I wasted time. So it goes, I guess. And yes, the plane shoots bullets. All those planes that flew over the Bermuda Triangle and were never found again? It's because they didn't shoot bullets, man. Or you know, maybe they just hit walls. These bullets you have are for shooting blocks and enemies that are in your way. Wait, enemies? What enemies? These enemies, yeah! The smiley squares are back, and they're happier than ever. I wanted two enemy types for the plane sections. These first ones start immediately flying forward. Either move out of the way or snipe them. They're not too bad. These second ones shoot 3 projectiles before flying forward. They may have significantly more coverage in their attacks, but there's a lot of time between them spawning and them shooting, so you can reasonably kill them before they ever attack. If you don't get to them quickly though, they'll turn Moussacre into a bullet hell game, so watch out. The squares finally put on their skin suits so that they can look like real animals. The foxes now home into you, making them slightly more dangerous. As for the squirrels, well, they're very happy to see you. When you shoot these enemies now, they fucking explode, so it's pretty cool to see. Unfortunately, I had to tone down these effects later because as cool as they are, they literally block your view. An unfortunate but necessary sacrifice. Now, time for the main feature of Demo 2. Sub-weapons, baby. Mousetrap's machete gets the job done, but variety is the spice of life, and Mousetrap's packing heat. That's right, the first sub-weapon is the gun. The idea I want to go for with all the sub-weapons is to have them useful for both combat and mobility. The gun is no different. Not only does it shoot a piercing bullet for destroying lines of enemies, it also grants you a slight boost in the air. In fact, it counts as another jump, so it'll reset your spin stall in the air. Keep in mind that you don't have infinite uses of your sub-weapons, as they take a resource. See the star icon under your health? We'll call them sub-points, I guess, SP. You only have so much. However, every time you kill an enemy with your machete, you'll gain 1 point back, so you'll always have plenty of opportunities to use these. The gun costs 1 SP per use. This clip shows the general utility of the gun. I was still getting used to it since it was just a few minutes old at this point, so the gameplay isn't the most graceful. Regardless, I still think it looks cool. What you're seeing is my desperate attempt at making a grappling hook. Out of the 3 sub-weapons, this one was easily the biggest challenge for me to make. The initial idea of the hook was to be shot out in one of 8 chosen directions. The hook lands, and you just move towards that point. The problem was that you kept going through the damn walls. That's why I had this big oval check to stop the moving process once it touched the wall, but look at this. Does this look fun to you? If it does, you probably like playing Rubber Hose Rampage. It was time to overhaul it. Instead of just zipping to the point of the hook, I would just change your vertical and horizontal speed based on which direction you shot the hook in. I also just generally made it a lot faster. Very simple, very effective. However, I noticed a fun side effect with this new grappling hook. I did not mean to turn this into the Shine Spark. Your movement doesn't actually stop until you hit a wall, so if you hook into a block or an enemy, you will breeze right through them, leading to absolutely insane shortcuts. This easily made the grappling hook the most powerful sub-weapon, meaning I had to make it the most expensive to use. A whopping 3 SP, triple that of the gun. And finally, we have the cannon. It lacks proper visuals in this clip, so just use your imagination for now. You shoot a cannonball beneath you to pulverize whoever's underneath. Thankfully, this was pretty easy to program. It's just a big ball that creates a giant hitbox upon hitting the ground or an enemy. Very straightforward, 2 SP. I tried to add the animation and this happened. Now that's pretty hype. Anyway, here's what it's supposed to look like. I picked a really bad place to showcase this, but the following video will make up for it. Here's all 3 sub-weapons being used. Like before, I was still practicing how to effectively use them, so bear with me, but I still think this video gets the point across pretty well. That's it for sub-weapons. In the full game, you'll have to find these weapons out in the world before you can use them, so keep your eyes peeled. Now we can go over the enemies. Hollow City only introduced 2 enemies, the Pig Cops and the Snake Cops. Here in Iron Woods, at least the portion in Demo 2, you meet 3. Here's the Pig Cop? It's okay guys, I swear to God, he's gonna become the Bird Soldier one day. Here, look! Based on what playtesters are saying, this seems to be everyone's favorite enemy.
That fucking bird that I hate.
Look, he shoots cute little feathers. Ain't that something? Gotta go fast, little buddy. Godspeed. So yeah, Hedgehog soldiers attack very fast, but it results in them destroying themselves, like Sonic with his gaming career. It was a joke, chill, I like Sonic, he's fine. Anyway, here's that gimmick with the baby mice. Kill enough of them and the mother mouse will be on your ass. Look at this, she'll even eat you as a death animation. Isn't that neat? You can kill the baby mice for extra color, but you'd be putting yourself at risk of summoning the mother mouse, so watch out. These guys are turtle soldiers. They're really slow with initiating their attack, but once they do, they will relentlessly chase after you, so kill them quick. Not much of these guys really, but an interesting fact is that they used to have an old sprite when they were killed with your sub-weapon. I changed it though because I thought it looked stupid. I don't know, which do you prefer? Let me know. Now with this beaver soldier, I actually planned on him being in Demo 2 as well, but like with the plane, I saved him for the full game. This one's probably my favorite enemy both visually and mechanically. Visually, he's this paranoid little thing who probably got drafted to be here, let's be honest. He would rather be literally anywhere else right now, but a psycho murder mouse is on the loose, so GG beaver. Mechanically, he places a splintery wooden wall in front of you, meaning you'd have to find another way to deal with him without getting hurt. If you hit the wall, it'll cause an explosion of splinters that will damage you if you're close, so your machete isn't ideal in this situation. Perhaps a gun might work? Once you get past the wall, the beaver's all out of tricks. You thought he was scared before? Well, he's fucking mortified now. Sorry, beaver. Your color is just too good. Again, probably my favorite enemy I've made so far. After I created these 4 enemies, I wanted to test how well they worked in a level. Since Ironwood's one wasn't made yet, I just temporarily popped them into this pinkified hollow city. It's really cursed seeing them here. Also, I accidentally replaced one of the block sprites with the beaver soldier's wooden wall. I was really confused when I saw it, but I thought, that's funny, keep it in the clip. After testing the enemies, they seemed fun enough to encounter, you know, except that fucking bird that I hate. It was time to move on to the ultimate challenge.
There's something I need to address. In the previous devlog video, I stated that I was expecting major help for the project. Unfortunately, that's not the case anymore. This person was going to help with level design, but unfortunately he was... How do I put this? Too overqualified.
Little does he know that I'm not restarting the game for him again to get back to his stupid little test level that he made.
I wonder if I can edit it while it's loading up, and if it'll just destroy the game.
You just play the fucking game. I think you're past like the prompt to go onto your test level now. So now you have to start the thing again because you're a fucking
Why do you have
idiot.
so many tabs open down here?
Why does it matter? They're my tabs. Well, it's not gonna work now because I only had the thing to bring you to the screen at the
Yay.
title.
Where's my
Not
level?
title, the Nick Denoli logo.
Yay. Where's my level? Yay.
This is your creation. What do you think of it?
I honestly, more fire.
More fire?
More fire.
Oh, why don't you program it, genius? Oh, because you don't know how. All you know is, all you know how to do is just make dicks.
Yeah, I'm gonna add fire.
All right, have fun with that.
Look what he discovered. Like a caveman discovering fire.
I must have more.
Alright.
I must have more.
Whenever he says that, it's over. You're about to see the fuckest thing known to man. Is that the UI that you're stretching? Or is that the item itself? No, wait, no, that's the UI. I think he's gonna fall through the ground because he's in the collision of that vent thing, yeah. Here, you wanna give a face I can use as a Discord reaction? Beautiful. Oh god.
It moves to the screen.
I guess I never made it where the size corrects itself, only the position. Oh my lord. He wants to kill you. Wait, where does this hitbox spawn?
right at his feet.
He doesn't even recognize that you're by him. Or no, that's not his hitbox. I'm talking about for his, oh. I meant for his baton attack. Jesus Lord.
Nick, I can't get it.
Yeah.
Nick,
Yeah,
I can't get it.
Try and get your health count too while you're at it. All right, we're done.
In all seriousness, he just wasn't able to help with the project anymore due to his own personal circumstances. I'm not going to get into that. I was going to have him on board because now these levels are going to be bigger, more open-ended, have multiple paths. But without him, it's going to be a lot harder. So now I tackle this challenge alone.
Level design. This is always the hardest part, and considering Ironwoods 1 is a way bigger level than Hollow City, I really had to buckle the fuck down and just do it. I'll try to keep it brief though. Naturally, the terrain comes first. You can see the springs and vines coming into play, showing players how they work before they get thrown into the wolves. Or I guess birds, turtles, and hedgehogs. It is immediately clear that there is a lot more space to run around and use your abilities. Improvising shortcuts and whatnot is insanely easy to do and is honestly really fun. I'm proud of the system I was able to whip up here. Once I was content with the level layout, I sprinkled in collectibles. Nothing too crazy. A new element that I added late into development was these hands, and they are crucial to the level design. They're one-way warps, and the reason why they're so important is you can make level design that goes up and down and all around while still ultimately moving forward, since a hand can just teleport you to the next part. There's usually always another hand that takes you back to where you came from, so you'll never get lost. It also makes for a great way to have players explore all the multiple paths in a single run-through. Go to the end of one path, find a hand that sends you backwards, then take the other path. It's a system that works very well, I'm happy to say. I like this room. The saws keep you on your toes, and the bird soldiers are placed to where you can parkour off of them and skip the dangers below. The saws double up though, and the bird soldiers are in more dangerous areas, so if you're not moving, that damage is going to rack up quickly. If you thought those saws were bad, how about a fucking giant saw? Yeah, I forgot to mention this before, but this level introduces the concept of some enemies and hazards doing 2 damage instead of 1. This is obviously reserved for really powerful threats, and it started with the mother mouse. This giant saw is another one though. Dodge it at all costs. If not, ouch. Time for those fabled saw drones. I don't want to spoil too much of them, but they basically chase you around and pelt you with saws. Originally, they were each going to shoot more saws, and the saws themselves are going to be faster too. Had to tone it down significantly because they were just flooding the screen, you know, like a bullet hell. Gold saws are the third and final threat in this demo that deal 2 damage. Their rate of spawning is much lower than the normal drones, but they still shouldn't be underestimated. Whoa man, these are some wacky drones. Oh man, I don't think that was color we collected, man. Lastly for the levels, I just want to show some more of the visuals. I put some leaves coming from the trees above. Or I guess they're up there, I don't know, you can't really see them. As well as the background. Added metallic objects in the trees there, you know, we got a satellite, a gun barrel with smoke coming out of it. This is a military base. Some dude hiding in the trees, all decent stuff I'd say. Obviously sounds weren't complete by this point, I usually save that for last. One last thing I was split on was adding this fluttering effect to the leaves. It looks a little janky if you squint your eyes and look at it in a 95-degree angle, but honestly it looks fine. I just hope I don't lag someone's computer because of it. Yeah, that level probably took about a week or 2 of non-stop work to finally get it done. It was worth it though. I got it to playtesters and they all loved the branching paths, open level design, as well as the other features that were put in. Some very popular requests included a ranking system, similar to what you find in Sonic or Pizza Tower, and more options like changing resolution, music and sound individually, and most importantly control rebinding, both on keyboard and controller. For any of you completionists out there, the X rank is the best rank you can possibly get. You not only have to score a lot of points per second, but you also need to avoid getting damaged at least 3 times. It's tough, but hot damn is it satisfying to get. Additionally, I tweaked Mousetrap's movement to feel a lot better, like his dash goes further and faster, for example. Also, I just realized I never talked about the dash in the first devlog. I'm a fucking idiot. You quickly boost yourself forward and you're invincible until it ends. Really important move, and I can't believe I forgot to talk about it. Ugh. Mousetrap also has higher acceleration when sprinting, meaning reaching top speed is faster, and turning around is much easier. Lastly, his dive goes down faster. Just feels better that way.
And with that, we are done. I want to again express how deeply grateful I am to to have such a passionate community for Moussacre. Ever since I started game development, this idea of having so many fans excited for my work seemed intimidating and honestly out of reach. But now that we're here, now that we have a serious project on our hands, I really want to do this. I am ready for this. I am ready to make Moussacre one of the best 2D platformers anyone can ask for. And it's gonna be hard, but I love this game, man. I love game development. Game development is my therapy, you can say. Whether you've been here since the beginning or you just today discovered Moussacre, I welcome you. Come join our Discord server and see all the latest news on Moussacre, but it's not just about me. It's also about you. My server has been a space for others to share their video game development, their art, their music, and I don't mind at all. Come show us your stuff. Also, great news, everyone. For the Kickstarter, I actually have a window for when it's gonna start. I'm thinking around October. If you want to support Moussacre and also get cool rewards out of it, you can click the link in the description below and follow the Kickstarter pre-launch page, so that way you get notified right when it launches. Even if you're not sure you're gonna support it, still follow it anyway. You can always change your mind. And most importantly, if you actually want to play this damn demo that I've been talking about for 20 minutes now, you can click the link in the description below and play it right off of Steam. You won't regret it. The next devlog will be after Demo 3 releases, but when will that be? I have no idea, so we'll just have to wait and see. I'm Nick Denoli. I'll catch you guys later. Eat shit, bitch. Didn't mean for it to actually hit the floor.